Animals and Nature, Jumping Spider, Super Eyes. Deep within the Amazon rainforest, there lived a curious little spider named Pedro. With his gigantic eyes, Pedro could see everything that moved in the dense undergrowth. One day, Pedro noticed a strange insect flitting about, an enigmatic creature he had never seen before. Eager to learn more, Pedro decided to follow the insect. He weaved through the towering trees and dense foliage, occasionally scampering up trunks or across leaves to keep up with his newfound friend. The rainforest was teeming with life, and Pedro marveled at every creature he encountered. As they journeyed deeper into the rainforest, Pedro and his friend reached an enormous tree. Climbing up its trunk, Pedro found himself in a hidden chamber, where he watched in amazement as his friend underwent a dramatic transformation. The insect was none other than a butterfly, emerging from its chrysalis, wings glistening in the sunlight. Overjoyed by this discovery, Pedro realized that he too could learn so much from observing the creatures around him. He vowed to explore the rainforest and learn all he could about its wondrous inhabitants. And so, Pedro's adventures continued, one amazing encounter after another. As Pedro continued his explorations, he encountered more and more creatures who were eager to learn from him. He taught them all about the connections between living things, how they depended on one another, and how each played a crucial role in maintaining the balance of the rainforest ecosystem. With each passing day, Pedro saw more and more evidence that his teachings were making a difference. New generations of insects, birds, reptiles, and mammals were born, growing strong and healthy thanks to Pedro's lessons. The rainforest was thriving, and Pedro felt proud of the role he played in its success. One day, as Pedro stood on a high branch, surveying the lush expanse of the rainforest before him, he realized that there was still so much to learn. And so, Pedro's adventures continued, each new encounter bringing fresh lessons and a deeper understanding of the incredible world around him. And so Pedro ventured forth, armed with his newly learned knowledge and eager for more. He journeyed through the dense undergrowth, over towering trees, and across swift-flowing streams. He met countless creatures along the way, each teaching him something new about this magical world. One day, as Pedro was exploring a dense thicket, he stumbled upon a hidden cave. He cautiously made his way inside and found himself surrounded by ancient artifacts. Pedro realized that these objects held the secrets to the rainforest's past, and he vowed to study them closely. Pedro spent days and nights studying the artifacts, learning all he could about the history of the rainforest. He discovered that it was once much smaller than it was now, and that over time, the creatures within had adapted to the changing environment in order to survive. Finally, Pedro felt ready to share what he had learned with the rest of the creatures in the rainforest. He gathered them all together and told them about the past, the present, and how they could all work together to ensure a bright future for their home. Pedro's discovery had brought the creatures together like never before. They realized that they were all part of a larger whole, and that their actions could have far-reaching consequences. Pedro urged them to be mindful of their surroundings, to care for one another, and to work together to protect their home, the rainforest.